Hey there, friends. A happy Thursday to you. I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz with a look at your soggy forecast. Some good news, though. This atmospheric river is going to get out of here by Friday as a front moves in, and that's going to usher in cooler air. Thankfully, we'll get some lower snow levels just in time for the weekend. And today is the final day of winter, if you can believe it. Spring begins tomorrow morning. So until we get this drier air in place, we're tracking more heavy rain, the river flooding, as well as the landslide and avalanche risk, as well as some gusty winds. Through Friday, rain totals are going to be manageable, except in the mountains, it's still going to be impactful, causing some more snow melt, as well as that heavy rain. It has to go somewhere, so minor river flooding. In fact, a couple of our rivers are going to crest once again Friday and into Saturday, but we're not expecting extreme river flooding, but a moderate flood stage for the Snoqualmie near Carnation, already in that moderate flood category, but it's going to drop and then eventually crest once again. It looks as though that would be Saturday morning. You can find the latest river forecast on the Northwest River Forecast Center. And then wind, gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour, with the strongest near the coast through the Strait, as well as Whidbey Island and pretty much Everett northward. That's today and tomorrow, but potentially stronger winds coming through the Strait in wake of the front on Friday. And you see how our temperatures go down, not just during the day, but at night as well. So we're not done with the winter-like temperatures just yet. Here's a look at the big picture. That atmospheric river just pulling in that deep moisture all the way from Hawaii, and it's just bringing us that warm, moist air. And so most of the rain still impacting Vancouver Island, Western Washington, and the bulk of the area. In fact, about 2/3, if not all of the area. And so this atmospheric river, again, still on the stronger side, that ridge of high pressure to our south, steering it right into Western Washington. But as we head into Friday, it weakens. That front is going to push it out of here. But even though we haven't had extreme rain, or we haven't had river flooding as extreme as December's, it's still put a dent into our snow depth. These are numbers from the Northwest Avalanche Center as of 5 a.m. this morning. So to compare from today to, I believe, Monday, Tuesday, the snow depth from all of that snow we've had, Stevens Pass, which is roughly 3,900 feet where these measurements were taken, 20 inches of that snow depth is what we lost. White Pass at 5,800 feet, almost 30 inches lost from this snow that we've had. Alpental taken about 4,300 feet, around 28 inches lost. So that just goes to show the impact we felt from this atmospheric river. And snow levels stay very high today, tomorrow, but that front moves in by tomorrow night. Snow levels dropping down to about 3,000 feet, staying low through the weekend, but moisture is going to be rather limited over the weekend. And then they come up on Tuesday, but then they fall right back down. We have a couple of river alerts in place, or just flood alerts. River flooding, minor flooding forecast, if not already, going to crest and then likely cresting again the Snohomish, Snoqualmie, Skykomish, Skokomish, Skagit, and Tolt. Moderate flooding is the Snoqualmie near Carnation. For now, that's the only one forecast, but that could certainly change depending on how heavy and where the heavy rain sets up. But that flood watch continues for areas from Skagit all the way to King County because of all of that snow melt. So the excessive runoff, all that water has to go somewhere. And through Friday, I mentioned the potential rain totals, and this just goes to show, except where we get the rain shadowing setting up, you see most of Puget Puget Sound, 1/4 of an inch, maybe up to 1.5 inches, but the highest totals will be focused over the mountains. Speaking of the mountains, you can see Hurricane Ridge, all of that snow melt, high snow levels. It's wet at Paradise as well, and just all of western Washington. All of this rain is going to just move over the area through that atmospheric river, that conveyor belt of moisture today, except where we get the rain shadowing. Highs today generally in the mid and upper 50s, going to be blustery south winds 10 to 15, and then into tomorrow morning, not cooling much. Our average low this time of year is 40. So you see we're going to be well above that. Friday, we'll get that front moving in the back half of the day, so it's still going to be very warm, highs in the mid and upper 50s. Let's talk about the timing. Here's this afternoon. We'll continue to get rounds of rain. Some of you may dry out later this evening, but then we'll get the next round of rain building in overnight. Here's Friday morning around 4 a.m., 5 a.m. You're waking up, heading to work, heading to school. Plan on a wet commute. But watch what happens. Here we go. Drier air moves in. That front clears the area. Winds shift out of the west and northwest, and so we'll get lowering snow levels. And with that, I mentioned we won't have a lot of moisture in place, except where we can get this convergence zone firing up Saturday morning. And so with that, we'll have a decent shot for some snow showers, perhaps over the central Cascades, including Stevens and Snoqualmie Pass. Then we get into Saturday night and into Sunday. We'll have a weaker system brushing by the region. That will bring the potential for some more snow showers up in the mountains, and then perhaps some rain in the lowlands. But then we dry things out once again Sunday into Monday. Our next system will approach the area, and that system, most of it may hold off until Tuesday. That's the one that's going to increase our snow levels, but then we'll likely get another one moving in Tuesday and into Wednesday, and that will cause our snow levels to drop once again. So we're almost there. Hang tight. Make sure if you live in any of these flood-prone areas, you pay attention to the forecast. But again, we will have some drier days up ahead. Remember, you can always find the latest on King 5 Plus, as well as king5.com and the free King 5 app.